You know, some of the fastest growing creators online right now, they have the perfect looks, personalities that are just endlessly engaging, and they're available for their fans 24/7. But there's a catch, a pretty big one. They aren't actually real people. Today, we're diving headfirst into the world of AI-powered influencers and how they are absolutely changing the game on creator platforms.
Seriously, think about that for a second. This isn't science fiction anymore. A growing number of creators, especially on subscription platforms, are completely virtual. They're built from the ground up with artificial intelligence. So how in the world does a line of code become a digital celebrity with a real paying fan base? Okay, let's get into it.
So what exactly is a virtual influencer? I mean, what are we really talking about here? Let's break down how these incredibly complex digital personalities are brought to life with enough realism to build genuine and, profitable online communities.
At their very core, these are completely virtual identities, but you gotta stop thinking of them as just simple chatbots or something. No, they're fully fledged digital personas that are designed to produce a constant stream of content and interact directly with their followers, creating these surprisingly real and lasting connections.
The magic, if you want to call it that, comes from this really powerful cocktail of AI tools. You've got image generators like Stable Diffusion, which are trained on billions of images to create these stunningly realistic and totally original photos from just a simple text prompt. Then you add in natural language processing to give them a voice, letting them chat in a way that feels human, constantly learning and adapting to whatever persona they've been given.
And creating one of these AI influencers, it's a really methodical process. It all starts with idea creation. This is where you define the model's entire backstory, their personality, what they like, what they don't, and the specific niche they're going to live in. Next up is image creation and content development, which is pretty self-explanatory. And finally, chat training, where the AI gets fed tons of conversation data to really bring that persona to life in DMs and comments.
So why would anyone go to all this trouble? Well, the short answer is serious money. The business model for an AI creator isn't just viable. In some ways, it's actually way more efficient than its human counterpart. Let's see how that even works.
This, right here, is where AI has a massive, almost unfair advantage. Creators can serve these hyper-specific niches. Stuff that might be too small for a human creator to focus on. They can create impossible fantasy scenarios. They can even launch a whole army of different accounts to test the market, all at a scale a single human creator could never, ever hope to achieve.
And check this out. Here's a little data point from the source that shows exactly why that scale matters so much. Posts with more than one image get over 50% more attention. Now, for a human, that's a whole new photo shoot. Time, energy, money. For an AI, generating a full gallery of brand new, high-quality images takes minutes.
And this quote from the source material, it really just says it all. An AI creator is the ultimate content machine. It can work 24/7. It can engage with thousands of fans at the exact same time, and it never, ever burns out. It's just pure, relentless output, without any of the human cost.
Okay, but it's not all smooth sailing. It can be, right? There's a major roadblock stopping these AI creators from completely taking over, and it comes from the very platforms they're trying to dominate. Their own rules are creating this fundamental conflict.
And here it is. This is the catch. Mainstream platforms like OnlyFans have a rule that is absolutely non-negotiable. The content has to come from a verified human creator. It's a core part of their whole identity verification process, and for an entity made of pure data, well, that's a huge problem.
I mean, just look at this breakdown. The whole verification process is built for flesh and blood. To get approved, a human creator needs a government ID and a photo of themselves holding that ID. An AI creator, well, it simply can't provide that stuff. It fails the most basic identity checks right out of the gate.
So this just creates a total minefield of challenges. You've got the verification hurdle right at the start, but you also have the business risk of fans feeling deceived if the AI nature isn't disclosed, which could totally tank the brand. All of this just adds up to this constant threat of having your account and your entire income stream just deactivated for violating the rules.
So what you have here is this incredible clash, the unstoppable force of AI innovation running smack into the immovable object of existing platform rules. It's a real dilemma, and it's forcing creators to get very, very creative.
So the question then becomes, if you're a creator who wants to build with AI, but you're effectively blocked by the biggest platforms out there, where do you go? What's the alternative?
Well, the source material we're looking at points to one potential path forward. It highlights an alternative platform called Skrill Connect, which seems to be built with a much more flexible framework, almost like it was designed to anticipate these exact challenges.
And when you look at its features, you can see how it directly addresses the key problems. It apparently doesn't have the same strict human-only verification rules, and this is crucial, it allows creators to set their own policies. This gives them a space to operate without that constant threat of being shut down, and it comes complete with all the necessary built-in monetization tools like subscriptions and tips.
As this technology just explodes onto the scene, it pushes us to ask some really fundamental questions. When an AI can build a community and create a connection that feels real to its audience, how do we even define authenticity anymore? This is the new frontier of content, of creativity, and of what it even means to connect with someone online.